I worked at Random House for 3 years. I started as an assistant to a marketing VP, and then I worked my way up to junior editor.
Wow, impressive.
At the time, I was one of the youngest people ever to make editor. I was 25.
I'm 25.
Don't worry, you don't look a day over 7.
I need you to set up a Twitter account for Jane Austen and start writing her tweets.
Jane Austen? Dead Jane Austen?
Yes, we're releasing Pride and Prejudice as an ebook. We need to make some noise in the Twitterverse.
You want me to tweet?
As Jane. Are you deaf? Is that how you got into Dartmouth?
No, okay, of course not.
Put her on Facebook and Match.com. And Christian Mingle. Not hot enough!
I have another idea for the Pride and Prejudice reissue. Maybe we could ask a writer like J.K. Rowling or Stephanie Meyer to write an intro. It would be a really great marketing hook.
Oh, is that your idea of a really great marketing hook? Poaching a world-class writer from a rival publishing house to promote one of our reissues? It's time for our staff meeting. You should be fetching me coffee, not pitching me ridiculous ideas.
We're also providing free interactive study guides to every high school.
Well, love the art, but we're gonna need a better hook if you want us to market these. What if we got a world-class author from our own stable to write the intros to the Austen books?
Jennifer Weiner's book drops next month, and I happen to know she loves Austen.
Perfect. You're telling me this now, 1 week before the book comes out? No, we'll deal with it. What choice do we have? That is just effing perfect. Joyce Carol Oates writes the best book of her career, and Sue Grafton moves the release of her new mystery to the same date.
She can't hold a candle to Joyce Carol Oates. I actually wrote a paper about her in college. Joyce Carol Oates and the riddling nature of female desire.
Well, that sounds like a riveting marketing plan to me.
Well, how are the reviews? I bet they're amazing.
Oh, and do you think reviews sell books? No, your generation has absolutely destroyed all pretense of critical relevance.
What about Michiko Kakutani from the New York Times?
The only way a good review by Michiko Kakutani could sell books is if her twerking ass caught fire. JCO deserves a #1 debut. We need to sell her to a younger audience, to your fetus peers.
Got it.
Figure this out. That's why you're here.
Yes, of course. What's that?
Anton Bjornberg, the hottest writer to hit Sweden since Stieg Larsson. And better yet, he's alive. Babe, I can't. I have to finish reading this book.
Why are you staying over if you just want to read?
Good air conditioning and better sheets. But I can only stay here if I have sex with you?
No, babe. It's just been 3 whole days.
Okay, well, why don't you read something for once? That copy of The Goldfinch has been on your nightstand for over a year.
Did you hear that? Hear what? Excuse me.
Is everything okay?
I got a hit. Look.
Ooh, he's handsome.
And he is a tenured professor at Columbia Medical School. He likes rock climbing, his Australian Shepherd Ben, and Sundays at the Frick.
You love the Frick.
I love the Frick. He writes, I see from your profile that you are a member of the East Side Chamber Music Society. I'm a member of the West Side Chamber Music Society. Could we ever bridge this bitter rivalry?
Adorable.
Stop cheerleading and help me.
Okay.
What should I write back?
How about, some rivalries are fated. 2 households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona.
Shakespeare? Does that make me sound a tad musty?
Well, he's into museums and chamber music. I think Shakespeare's a safe bet.
Okay, press send. You always hope there's someone like this out there.
I know what you mean.
No, you don't. You're 26 years old. You have no idea what it's like out there for a woman my age. It's a tundra.
Oh. Quoting the Bard, how intriguing. Normally this website is so fatiguing.
He's rhyming. Let's rhyme back.
Oh, okay. The Bard isn't hard to quote by memory. How did you enjoy your college years at Emory?
Finally, something you're good at.
I'll take that as a thank you. Oh. Those times were fun. There's much to tell. Let's continue this chat. IRL.
Where's IRL? Is it Long Island City, Queens?
It stands for in real life.
Yes. Type yes. Yes. I need you to take detailed notes. I plan on being distracted.
So Hollywood is finally starting to recognize Chinua Achebe's work, and we are in discussions with the estate for the rights to reissue and repackage the book. I am really excited about this repackage. Have you read Achebe?
I'm sure I have.
God, Things Fall Apart is one of my favorite books. I actually think it's required reading now in high school.
It is.
Oh, yeah? Have you read it?
Yeah, I read the entire trilogy. I couldn't put it down.
Yes, the trilogy is groundbreaking.
Oh, so you have read Achebe. What's your favorite?
Of the trilogy? Oh, well, probably the second book.
No Longer at Ease.
Then put the box down.
Is a great title for the second book, don't you think? About a man caught between two worlds. Adichie's Americana comes close to capturing that experience, but nothing measures up to Achebe.
You're very well read. I'm impressed.
You know what I'm not impressed with? It's the state of this cod. It's freezing. Take that on your way out.
Thank you.
Shedonism, the latest soon-to-be bestseller by our very own Annabelle Bancroft. Annabelle will be doing Andy Cohen tonight and Hoda and Kathy Lee tomorrow before heading off on her 10-city book tour.
I just want to say I read the book last night, loved it.
For those of you who haven't seen The Galleys, the book is about 3 best friends, all recently divorced, who make a slut pact never to remarry. Marketing has created T-shirts to be given away at point of purchase and at the Shedonism book launch party tomorrow night. Liza? Liza, I hope you realize the opportunity I'm giving you.
I do, Diana.
Good, because my assistants don't stay assistants very long. They move up or they move out. I'm going to be following this party very carefully on Twitter.
What, you're not going to be there?
I have known Annabelle since she was writing sex tips for Cosmopolitan back when I was your age.
Seriously?
She used to be my closest friend. We were wild. She was always trying to get us to have a three-way with Jay McInerney.
What happened?
Well, I got serious about my career, but for Annabelle, the party never stopped. Tried to get her into rehab, but there is only so much you can do for people who need help but won't get it.
You look beautiful tonight.
Anton, I hope that you didn't sign with me for the wrong reasons.
Do you really believe that I would put my book in the hands of anyone other than an extraordinary editor?
I would hope not.
But you cannot deny that there is an attraction.
No. I just don't want us becoming confused about what's really important.
I believe it was Fitzgerald who said that the test of a first-rate intelligence is the ability to hold two opposed ideas in mind at the same time.
I think it's highly possible that F. Scott Fitzgerald was drunk when he said that.
No idea what it's like to be single and in your 40s. It's like trying to rent out a beautiful apartment where a murder took place. Everyone's spooked. I could kick myself for all those years I wasted with Philip Roth. Have I mentioned that I was involved with Philip Roth?
Several times.
I was.
Messes make people interesting.
They do.
Yes, the messier the better. Name any great artist.
Beethoven.
Alcoholic father.
Kurt Vonnegut.
Searching. Okay, keep going.
Jonathan Franzen.
Oh, messy divorce.
Woody Allen.
Please. Vonnegut, mom committed suicide. Boom.
So now we're taking pleasure in other people's misery?
No, we're taking solace in other people's misery, and we should do it frequently in order to maintain our sanity.
Tolstoy before 9 a.m. Hasn't anyone told you about the New York Post?
Yeah, nah, I skip all the boring parts about collective farming and go straight for the soap opera of Anna having the affair. It's like Real Housewives of St. Petersburg with dense Russian prose.
You know, you should take a crack at the slush pile sometime.
The slush pile?
Not Tolstoy, but you never know. And if you tell anyone about the French toast here, I'm gonna have to kill you.
Don't worry, I'm really good at keeping a secret.
Morning.
Where's the slush pile?
It's that sad little stack of books behind me. It's the slush pile.
Cash money bitch. Finances be trippin'. Wow, this is all in caps. Girl, do you want to get paid like a basic bitch or a billionaire bitch? Oh my God, this is awful.
They all are. Everyone is worse than the last. All you have to do is read the first line.
It turned out Larry's spirit animal was the hedgehog.
As time went by, I came to realize Trevor was definitely incontinent.
Oh.
Okay, and For the Win by Meredith Montgomery.
The scarf. The severity often differs, even the location of the wound. But what's never changed is the fact that he was a Confederate soldier, and my grandfather, the boy who saved his life, was a Union bugler.
Bugler.
No, wait. This one isn't that bad. He was 12, and he made a tourniquet out of his scarf. The Confederate soldier survived, and then 5 years later, he tracked down the little bugler and gave it back. Aw, sweet.
Liza, it's not gonna hold up. You have a better chance at matching with Ryan Gosling on Tinder than finding a good book in a slush pile.
The scarf.
Yeah, okay, I know the title is lame, but it's really good. It's about how this 12-year-old Union soldier uses his scarf to save a Confederate soldier's life, and how that act of humanity shapes the identity of the Union soldier's family for generations.
Wow.
It's good, you should read it.
No, I'm not really that big of a reader. I mean, I read Japanese manga every once in a while, but mainly for the art, you know?
Oh, I didn't know that. Can I ask you something?
Yeah,
Do you think Josh is dumb?
I'm sure he's dumb. He's a guy.
Josh dropped out of college.
So did Mark Zuckerberg.
Kelsey, he doesn't read.
Well, if that's important to you, then that's important. I mean, we all have our deal breakers.
I finished that book. It totally held up.
No way. What happened with the little bugler's scarf?
Well, it becomes this family legend. The story of the little bugler gets passed down through this family, like long after the scarf goes missing. By the end, you start to think maybe there never was a scarf. It was just a way for this family to form an identity.
Sounds like a total mom book.
50 Shades of Grey was a mom book.
Don't remind me. My mom kept her copy in her bath caddy. I'm like, Mom, I'm glad you still have a sex drive, but I don't need to see the evidence next to your loofah.
I really think the scarf has the potential to be something, Kels.
Well, the only way that a book like that happens is on a grassroots level. Blogs, suburban book clubs.
I thought those book clubs were only for, like, bored housewives.
Those bored housewives, with their Oprah pics and their bottomless glasses of Pinot Grigio, drive this business. If you can get the housewives, you can make the bestseller list.
Michelle?
Liza Miller, it is so good to hear your voice.
Yours too. I've been thinking about you so much.
Oh, and me you. Am I ever gonna see you, or do I have to hope to run into you again on a street in Brooklyn?
Actually, I was wondering if I was still in good standing as a member of book club, because I have an amazing book for us to chat about.
Well, we're supposed to reread The Handmaid's Tale, but it's really just an excuse to make Margarita Atwood, so yes, of course. We'd love to read your book, especially if it means getting you back.
Thank you so much. I'll email you a PDF right now.
A what?
Oh, all right.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I printed a copy of mine out and underlined some passages I thought were particularly significant. Would that be a good place to start?
That sounds great, but real quick, I'm just curious. Who liked the book? Be honest.
I loved it.
Loved.
Yeah, me too.
I loved it. It's so good.
It's Winter's Bone meets Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Meets The Alchemist. I mean, the whole thing is a parable, right?
I agree with Michelle. Look, I even wrote parable ? On the cover.
What'd you think, Lori?
Oh, honestly, I haven't read a book since college. I just come here for the cocktails.
Sometimes she naps.
Well, I think it's genius. I tried to look up some of the author's other work, but I couldn't find anything online.
That's because she's never been published.
Oh, you're kidding. What do you mean?
She's never been. How is that possible?
I know. It's hard to believe. An editor friend of mine discovered her.
Well, this friend needs to get this published.
Yes, she does.
Hey, how'd it go last night?
It was weird, but look. Some of the women from book club posted great reviews of the scarf on Goodreads.
my God, they all loved it.
I know, and now all these other people on the site are wondering how they can find it.
Well, that's a start. What are you doing now?
I'm telling them to contact Empirical Press and demand that we publish the book.
Hey, what did those housewives do at book club anyway?
People got drunk, talked about guys. One woman kissed me inappropriately on the mouth.
Oh, so not that different than when we all hang out.
Better wine, bigger living rooms.
Put your cell phones away or I will cut your thumbs off. Hello?
Meredith?
Yes?
This is Liza Miller.
And Kelsey Peters.
We're calling from Empirical Press, and we have some very good news for you. We have read your copy of the scarf that you submitted, and we would like to make you an offer.
If you pull another stunt like this, Cece, I will see you in hell.
No, wait, this isn't Cece. This really is Liza Miller from Empirical Press, and we really do want to publish your book.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously.
We would love to meet with you in person. How soon can you come in?
Where are you?
We're Midtown.
I'm in Yonkers. How about an hour?
That's great. See you then.
Woo! Somebody wants to publish my novel. Roll that in your Shakespeare and smoke it. These stories were passed down in my family from generation to generation. I always wanted to write it, but then I got married, I got a job as a teacher, and between grading papers and raising 4 kids, and there was no time to write. Yet I was determined this story must be told. So I set aside 1 hour a day between midnight and 1 a.m. That was all I could do, but I did it every day. It took 12 long years, but by God, I finished it.
Can I just say, you are my new hero.
In my humble opinion, you could be the next Catherine Stockett. I mean, this could be another sleeper hit, just like The Help.
Well, that all works for me.
Have you been crying?
No,
There's no crying in publishing.
definitely not crying.
Pull up the marketing budget for the last Tina Fey book. I'll have to double those numbers to get Ellen's attention.
Well, Tina may be a bossy pants, but Ellen's a smarty pants.
Just get the Uber.